is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Breaks through the contact. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Tackle made right at midfield. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Cook. And this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
4th down and 1.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it'll give the Browns a 1st down.
At the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Cook. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Get ready! Get ready! What are you guys doing?
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped.
Well,
fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And the Bills first down.
Allen now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have it based on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And now he's going to use his legs. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. 21-0 our score after 1.
21. Bills nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Chubb on 1st down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start. But, boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him. But instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019. 4th fastest in the NFL. And he flashed the big-time speed again there. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 16, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Romeo Okwara. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Cook. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, Cook, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimeous St. Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The quick slant caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Browns are pouring it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times?
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Here we go. Put the cheese in Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns continue to roll.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They go right back to Singletary. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
52's the mark, boy. 52. You gonna see me. You gonna see me and you know me. You Mike 52, Mike 52.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. 2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Bills.
From the gun, it's Allen. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Made by Myles Garrett.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Cook. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Bills on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, 84 yards. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot.
And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
49 the mic. Watch 49. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.